Hello and welcome back to another video on the Mukba 11 channel. Today, as you can see from the title, it's a video about Marcus Rashford going to FC Barcelona. Deal's done. Fabrizio gave the here we go. David Ornstein has reported on it as well. Now, first of all, it's an option to buy, not an obligation to buy. So I think Rashford would have to set the league on fire in order for him to be bought outright. Okay, because in my opinion, if he performs average, and then most certainly if he doesn't perform at all, he's going to be sent back to Man United. One good thing for Man United is we don't have to pay any of his wages. Apparently Marcus Rashford has taken a wage reduction, like he's taking less wages, and Barca are going to cover 100% of those less wages. So Man United, they got rid of his wages for a year. Now the one problem is we don't get any pure profit, we don't get any money from that. There's no fee to pay in terms of the loan. Obviously, usually there's some sort of fee to pay, and yeah, I mean, we don't get any of it. Now, what does this mean for Man United? Obviously, one good thing is we got him off the books. Yeah, we got him off the books for now. Another good thing is one less player to worry about for Ruben Amorim, and another good thing, not for us necessarily, but for Rashford, he has the opportunity to find himself in a new league, in a new environment, under a new manager. And to be honest with you, I think Barcelona is a club that suits him in terms of the system they play. They don't really play that Pep Guardiola, Luis Enrique football anymore. They play more of high intensity speed football. Now, the only issue with that would be with Marcus Rashford, his application. If his form dips, then most likely he's not going to perform. Most likely he's going to be hated by Barca fans very, very quickly. For Marcus Rashford, it's all about, being confident, because that guy, he is a confidence player. He's not a player that will perform for you when the times are tough. And it's also about applying yourself, working hard, and not taking a setback to heart, basically. Like, let's say, for example, he gets benched for one game, he doesn't take it to heart. He makes sure that he works hard to get back into the team. Now, the fee that Barca would have to pay if they were to opt to buy him would be 30 million. Now, obviously, 30 million, that's not a lot of money, but you have to remember Marcus Rashford, his actual wage is very high at Man United. So ideally, he's going to try and negotiate around that same price if Barca were to try and sign him. And Barca, with their financial problems, they're most likely not going to give him that. And if they do, then they would be very stupid to do so. So it's very unlikely for Barca to buy him anyway. And then the issue with that is he's going to come back to Man United. If Ruben Amorim is still here, then there's Marcus Rashford is still a problem. He's not wanted. Then it's going to be a lot more difficult to sell him as well, because obviously Aston Villa didn't buy him after his loan. Barca didn't buy him after his loan. Ruben Amorim doesn't rate him. It becomes increasingly more difficult for us to sell him. So this loan move is a do or die in terms of for Marcus Rashford and for Man United. The only winners in this loan move are Barca, because obviously they didn't have to pay any money, the wages are not high, and they don't have to buy him at the end. And if he does set the league on fire or the Champions League or whatever, then they can just buy him for only 30 million. So I think in this deal, either everyone becomes a winner or just Barca becomes a winner. Like for Barca, they're in a win-win situation. Man United and Rashford, they're in a lose-lose situation. Lose-win situation, sorry. Hopefully he manages to actually cook in the league. Obviously in La Liga, there are some teams that many people actually don't know like to sit back, essentially, and we all know Marcus Rashford's, he struggles to play against those types of teams, especially in the Premier League, and then in La Liga it's more severe as well. Obviously then there's other teams, they're way more open, they can't defend as well, which should give Marcus Rashford all the space in the world to score goals for fun. For example, now I would not be surprised if he pulls up stinkers against Getafe. Obviously Getafe, they lost a bunch of players, so they might not be it. Maybe Leganes. Let me use Leganes as an example. I would not be surprised if he struggles against Leganes, but then against Real Madrid he finds space or something, because obviously Real Madrid with Xabi Alonso, they're going to try and play expansive football, highline football, and then Marcus Rashford with this pace, obviously accompanied by Rafinha, accompanied by Lamine Yamal, is going to be very dangerous. But essentially, hopefully he just does well. Obviously, Marcus Rashford, he is very much liked by Man United fans. It's very sad how it ended, but yeah, hopefully he manages to succeed at Barcelona, because it would be a shame to have such a talent wasted due to injuries, due to being overplayed, due to being overpressured, etc. Obviously, he's not going to reach the heights that people were expecting him to reach when he first broke through. A lot of things happened, and yeah, I mean, look, hopefully he managed to succeed. That's basically it. And yeah, I think it's over at Man United, even if he was to come back. The only way I would say he could come back at Man United and have a future at Man United is if, let's say, Barcelona don't buy him and Ruben Amorim is sacked, and we get a manager that plays a system that suits someone like a Marcus Rashford, for example. But yeah, I guess we'll have to see. That's it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video. Also, don't forget to drop a comment in terms of your thoughts about Marcus Rashford leaving Manchester United. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you tomorrow.